Hello, sunshine. This is Joy from Michigan in the US, and I am having a hard time making decisions today. So we'll see what this turns out to be. I think I'm gonna do a double flip cup, warm colors on one side, cool colors on the other. That's what I'm thinking. I've got this really funky pink and purple mix with silicone in it that I'm gonna use just for my base coat. I don't know what that'll do to this painting. So that'll be the experimental part of today. So I'm gonna lay that down and then I will come back with you and layer the colors in my cups before I flip them. I'm not going to talk during that portion so I can speed that part up a little bit because it can be kind of boring. So I will list all my colors. I've got, I don't know, like 10 or 12 colors pulled out. I'll list them all in the description box for you guys. I'll be right back with you. All right, guys, I am back, ready for the fun part. I can see the silicone on the surface of this. There's a lot of silicone. So I don't think there's any silicone in any of those paints. The only one I have to check is my black cherry mix. So I'll check that one and let you guys know if they had silicone in it or not. We'll probably be able to tell by the results. But I made the background a little bit thinner than the rest of my paints because I don't want to see this. I just want it to help the paint flow. So I have my cool cup and my warm cup. And I'm just gonna flip and hope for the best. Here we go. Warm, or cool rather, and then warm. And then I'm going to add a line of white in between and hope that we can keep some of that white. I don't know that it will work, but I'm going to give those just a minute to flow to the bottom of the cup. Hopefully we get some really, really pretty contrasting colors here. Okay. Just allowing that air to flow. Oh, it's pulling up some of that purple. This may turn into a swipe. That was my other thought for today. Oh, look at that yumminess. And look at that yumminess. Yum-o. Trying to get all that paint out of there. I don't know about the purple mixed in, but hopefully it will be okay. All right, let's start tilting this beauty. Wow, look at that green there. That's interesting. My blue is not overpowering my purple. It does not make me happy, but I think I'm gonna have to live with it. I'm gonna lose all my red here. I'll worry about my edges in a minute. Feeling like I'm having to tilt this more than I really want to. All right, let me just let that sit for a minute. I really don't like the purple that came through, but again, it was an experiment, so it's something I'm gonna have to live with. I'm almost tempted to take my white again and put a white line between that red and blue, but I'm gonna live with this for just a minute and see what comes up. It's very interesting. Almost like the earth with the sunset, maybe? I don't know. What do you guys see? I'm gonna take this and cover this corner over here because we've got a bunch of red left in here. Same thing over here. Just really don't want to see that purple anywhere. So lesson learned, if you don't want that undercoat to show through, don't use a colored undercoat. So I can even see it over here in the red, so. Okay, I am going to try to cover up this corner as well. There's an awful lot of purple in there. All right, now let's just tip this so this corner doesn't look so out of place. There. All right. Now see, I've got that purple coming up over there because I tilted it so much. All right, guys, I'm gonna hit this with some heat, see what that does, and then decide where to go from there. So I'm gonna use my embossing gun again. I feel like it's a safer method. It can burn your paint, but I don't know that it would be able to put it on fire. Just trying to eliminate some of that purple that I didn't care for. I did put purple in there, which is probably part of the issue with this blue, is that purple that I used came through quite a bit. I'm trying to decide if I just cover this corner with white. All right, guys, I'm gonna let it sit for a minute and try to decide if I like it as is or if I want to try to tweak it a little further. I'm gonna do something with that bit right there. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. All right, guys, I am back with you. I could just not stop fiddling with this, and I don't like the way it looks now. It was so, so good. I wish I had just stopped touching it, but especially this section here, it had a nice little curve to it, and I'm just not thrilled. I'm still okay with it, but I think it could be better. So I watched my video. I redid my cups, my warm and cool in the same order. Now, with a flip cup, everybody knows, I would think, I say that like everybody does. With a flip cup, you're not going to get the same results twice in a row ever. It just doesn't work that way. So we're just going to see what we get, and hopefully it's something that I really, really love. And I don't keep tweaking it till I hate it. So here goes nothing. Oh goodness, most of those came out of the cup. Well, that wasn't good. All right. Hopefully I didn't just create a canvas that I'm gonna scrape, but been known to happen. All right, I'm gonna pull the warm off. I'm sorry, the cool off first. My gosh, I've done that a lot today, haven't I? Can you tell I'm nervous? Please be pretty. Okay, I like that. A lot of green there. Where did that green come from? Over here. Huh. Okay, here goes nothing. I can already tell it's going to be very different than my last one. I'm kind of mad at myself because the last one was so nice. I don't know where that green came from in that cup, so I'm just going to go ahead and tip that off. Oh, it's not as nice as the last one, in my opinion. Just trying to get that line where I want it. Bring it back a little bit. The last one, I think I overstretched. So I'm trying really hard not to do that this time. What am I doing? I've got blue on that finger. I think I need to quit while I'm ahead, guys. Oh goodness, what did I do? So this corner just looks really wonky now because I was just trying to cover it with the new paint because it didn't quite get covered. And when I did that, I had blue on my fingers, so I'm just gonna live with that. I'm not gonna let it take over and change the whole painting because of one little thing. So I do need to pull this paint down a little bit. Just trying to get rid of some of the white on the corner there from my previous decisions that I did not like. I probably just moved the camera. Sorry, guys. The excuse me, the puppy pad is kind of bubbling up and sitting on the painting. I don't have my great big push pins available, so I've got little ones in this one. So I will transfer this to the floor when I need it to dry because there's a lot of paint on this table and it will probably stick. So I'm okay with this. I don't know if it was as nice as the last one or not. Let's hit it with some heat and see what we get. Alright guys, sorry, I have a frog in my throat again today. I don't love this section here. I really like this, but this looks sloppy. But I'm gonna leave it. I learned my lesson. So, if you stuck with me, thank you so much. Let me know what you thought of this one. I know what I should have done. Let me know if you agree. I should have stopped when I was happy the first time and not let these little sections that I didn't like bother me. So learn from me. If you have a painting that you like and you're like, oh, there's this one little thing I just don't like, leave it, it'll grow on you. That's my 2 cents. So there we go. I'm gonna call that a day, guys. There's still a lot of paint left in here, but we're gonna call it a day. I'm gonna set it somewhere where I can't use it. I've got it stacked with other cups now, so. All right, I will take you guys in for a close-up.